The Whitmer plot thickens. I'm talking about the plot that was revealed with much fanfare by the FBI in 2020 to kidnap Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer. The FBI supposedly foiled the plot, but as the details now emerge, and they're emerging piece by piece, and you kind of have to put the jigsaw together, it becomes really clear that not only was the FBI the driving force of this plot, but there are eerie parallels between the Whitmer plot and January 6th. And it almost seems like the Whitmer plot was a dress rehearsal for January 6th. Now let's start off, and this is the kind of disingenuous approach of our politicians. Gretchen Whitmer has issued a so-called victim statement about the plot, and I want to just read a line from it. "The rise in violent extremism in America is one of the gravest threats we face. The violent insurrection we witnessed on January 6th is not an anomaly. What she means is it happened to me, it happened again in January 6th. And she goes, it is our future if we do not work to address how we got here." Now, the first thing to know about this is that Gretchen Whitmer knew about the FBI's role in the plot. Whitmer was notified in advance that the plot was being hatched. She was notified in advance that the FBI had infiltrated all the major groups involved. There were really three of them. The 3%ers, there was the Proud Boys, there was the Oath Keepers, and literally every Oath Keeper or every 3%er in this group had an FBI agent assigned to them. So, in other words, we have about as many FBI agents as plotters. Not only that, but the FBI is driving the plot at every stage. The plot's explosive expert, FBI agent. The head of transportation, the guy taking them to the plot, FBI agent. The head of security for the militia, FBI agent. 2 undercover FBI informants were participants in the original meeting to have the plot in the first place. Now, one FBI agent at some point, when the plotters were apparently losing heart and thinking we shouldn't do this, the FBI agent, this is, by the way, a new text message that's just come out. The FBI agent is now texting his confidential informant, basically telling these, and here's what it says, quote, "Mission is to kill the governor specifically." So the FBI is basically saying, listen, don't let these guys kind of wimp out. Push them on it. The mission, which we, the FBI, want, because we want to bust it, is to have an assassination plot. Now, as it turns out, the plot kind of shifted to the kidnapping plot, but now we find out some interesting details. Number one, in the Whitmer plot, when these guys decided to storm the Michigan Capitol, storm the Capitol, sounds familiar? When they were planning to do this, and they show up in tactical gear, sound familiar? The cops retreat. The doors are mysteriously open, and the plotters are able to enter the building. Sound familiar? And you have police standing around, apparently undisturbed, and you have also the media's already there. The media already somehow knows about the plot. They're there taking pictures. So what we have here is a very familiar situation to January 6th. And all of this, I think, makes it imperative. We're not going to get this out of the Pelosi Commission. Imperative that we find out exactly what the FBI did on January 6th. Whether the FBI ultimately was merely trying to find out what happened, or, as I suspect, whether the FBI was right on the scene, even to the level of small details, making it happen.